Welcome back to Rooted and Rebuilt Health. As always, it's your boy JP, also known as Rebuilt with Jay. And today we got something different for you guys. I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite meals and a great recovery meal to have post-workout. This is a meal that I probably eat maybe 4 times a week, something that works for me. So I decided that I would share it with you guys. So come with me on this one so I can show you guys how to eat to feel at your best. It is a great, healthy, hearty meal. It's a lot of protein, a lot of good cholesterol, good fats, and it gets me going right after my workouts. It gives me the fuel I need for the rest of the day. So what we got 5 eggs for today. These are actually, so funny enough, these 4 eggs right here, I'll show you guys. These 4 eggs right here actually came from a chicken, like from a coop. So I'm going to get to try my very first egg from like a chicken coop, like an actual chicken. Like I've never had it. So it's going to be interesting. I wonder what color the yolk is going to be, but it's dope for me because that means that this is 100% natural, no preservatives, no nothing. This literally just came straight out the chicken, straight this way, straight to my house. So the only thing that I have to do is that I have to just wash the egg and that's it. But I'll show you guys what the eggs look like. Let me help you. See? This egg came from a chicken in comparison to your regular store-bought pasteurized egg. And one thing that I will say, hold up. Okay, no, I'm just bugged. Well, no, I'm not bugging. They actually do have a different smell. Okay, sorry about that. That just caught me off guard. They kind of have a different scent. But one thing that I did realize just from picking up these 2 eggs, so this is a regular store-bought pasteurized egg that I got from ShopRite. This is the egg from the chicken that I was telling you about. The one thing that you can automatically see already, and we've seen it in cartoons, the chicken that comes directly from the egg is bigger and it's heavier. Like the density in this is way, way heavier. That's going to be accompanied by some 85-15 ground meat. I'm not going to make this whole thing. Come on, guys. This is a health and wellness channel. You think that I'm going to engorge myself and eat all of this? Come on now. So first things first, if you're going to be cooking or anything of that regard, the first thing you better be doing is washing your hands. Especially if you just came from a workout, you're touching all these different barbells, all of these different weights and things of that nature. Make sure you clean your hands. It takes 2 seconds, guys. We wash our hands before we're dealing with any type of food. You don't need a food handler's license to know. First, we're going to get started on the ground meat. You always cook whatever is going to take longer. That is the first thing that gets thrown on the stove. So in my meal right now, the ground meat is going to take longer than the eggs. The eggs are going to take maybe 4 minutes to make at max. Personally, I like to go for 85-15 ground meat. The only reason why I like going for 85-15 and sometimes even 85-20, it's simply because of the diet that I have. I run a carnivore diet. I eat meat, eggs, fruits and vegetables, and seafood. So for me, I don't eat bread. I don't eat rice. I don't eat pasta. I don't eat white potatoes. So I don't eat any carbs. The only carb that I eat that you can consider actually like a complex carb is my sweet potato and my vegetables. But other than that, I don't eat carbs. I had to bring the flame down. If not, you would hear him popping and screeching and clacking in the background. I think people shooting. But carbs are your energy source for your body. Now, I have no problem against carbs. It's fine. Like, it's not like carbs are the end of the world. But for me personally, carbs make me feel bloated. If you want to keep bread in your diet, there is one bread you can eat, which is sourdough bread. Sourdough bread is the only bread that is naturally made for humans to digest. If you want to have pasta, you should eat wheat protein pastas. And if you're going to go down the rice route, you should be eating forbidden rice. So just a little tidbit of things that you can be switching. Spray this pan with some avocado oil because avocado oil has a high temperature of heat. So it makes it really, really good for cooking in like cast iron or cooking meats or anything like that. So I do not use canola oil or vegetable oil. Beef tallow first and foremost. I will always use beef tallow first, the healthiest alternative. After that, I go avocado oil, or after that, virgin olive oil if they don't have either. That is what you should try and start cooking with if you want to have a better alternative. If you're gonna be using butter, please use grass-fed salted butter. Kerrygold, Vital Farms, Irish Gold, whatever the case may be. Our pan nice and hot. I'm gonna spray it down with this avocado oil. This is why I like the avocado oil, because it has a high content or a high tolerance for heat. So now all we're gonna do, we're just gonna separate this ground meat straight down the middle, and we're gonna start ripping it up and just dropping it in. I'll probably end up eating this whole half simply because of the fact that this is gonna be my only meal for today. Here comes the seasoning. I like to use pink Himalayan sea salt because one, this actually hydrates the body, and this is not like your standardized iodine salt. Your iodine salt, those are the ones that mess you up. Those are the ones that dehydrate you. Your table salt, should not be using that. Stop using a lot of like those extra seasonings, the sazon, the adobo. And I personally learned that you don't need all of that extra stuff to season the food. You just need to add salt and pepper. Salt and pepper just adds to the taste and the flavor of the food. So if you like the flavor of whatever it is that you're eating, just salt and pepper is all you need. Chop this up and start mixing it together. Mix all those seasonings together. You might be looking at it and say, oh my God, his cholesterol, his this and that is going to be through the roof. No, it is not. This is actually healthy for you. This is how we're supposed to be eating. Down right here, we're going to give this a nice little mix so that this can get some of that fat from the butter. Started eating like this for a month straight. My health shot up, my energy shot up and increased. Showed me that these companies, they just care about selling something. We're gonna give this meat another like 2 minutes, and then we're gonna get into these eggs. So now that we got the ground meat out the way, we got the part of the cook that's gonna take the longest amount of time, that's out the way. Our food is gonna be done now in the next 4 minutes. And guys, if you take away the intro and everything like that and me chatting and talking with you guys, think about it. I had the ground meat on the stove for what, 6 to 8 minutes, perfectly caramelized and brown. Looks amazing. Simple ingredients, healthy. The eggs are gonna take me 4 minutes. And look at that, in 12, 13 minutes, I have a fully nutritional lunch that hits everything I need. Now, the next part we got are the eggs. Quick little tip that I was told and I was taught, if you ever get eggs from like an actual chicken, like from a farm that you actually go and see the chicken and it's not store-bought, before you crack your eggs, wash your eggs on the outside. Because remember, they're coming from basically the inside of a chicken. So when you buy them in stores and in supermarkets, they've already been cleaned and they've gone through that process. When you get home and you have just run them under some water. So come to the sink right here. Boom. Just like this. You just wash them off. And you can almost like feel like a film coming off the eggs. Now that we got our eggs washed, well, our 4 eggs, and then we got our 1 little pasteurized egg that came from the supermarket. He's my little buddy. He's my little friend. Yeah. We actually kind of look alike. We're going to get our eggs cooked. My eggs one of 2 ways. I either scramble them and mix it with the ground meat, or what I'll do is that I'll make them sunny side up and then just throw them on top, cut them all, like mix it all together. You let the yolk fall together, and then that's it. This is the quickest way that I like to do it. Spray this down. Boom. Right? You don't even wait. Just get right into it. Start cracking these eggs. Boom, right into the pan. Okay, so these eggs that are straight from the chicken, the yolk is definitely bigger. They definitely feel heavier, but they are yellow. I'm wondering if they're gonna be a little bit creamier in taste. But this is all that I'm doing. Taking these eggs, cracking them, dropping them in here. Then pink Himalayan sea salt, got to. And all we're gonna do is that we're just gonna salt these eggs up top. Get that out the way so we don't have to do it later. Boom. And just as a heads up, I use a 1/4 teaspoon. I don't know if y'all can see that. And what I do, take that, just take a cover, put them over your eggs, and that's it. We got the lid on the eggs for right now. They're just gonna sit there. They're gonna cook for the next 2-ish to 3 minutes. What I'm waiting for is for the eggs to have a nice white film over the top of it, covering it off, and then we're just gonna take it, slide it right over the ground meat, and we're gonna chop it right up. I don't know if you guys could see, but that's the white film. Ooh, that was hot. This is the white film that I was talking about. You can see. Boom. Then all I'm gonna do right here, take your ground meat, take your eggs, boom, right over the top like that. And that's what we got. That's what the final product looks like, guys. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, guys, so that's it. The food is done. We got everything cooked up. We got our 5 eggs. We got our ground meat. And I know you're probably looking at this plate and saying, yo, you're gonna eat all of that? Yeah, the hell I am. You gotta understand, number one, this hits everything that I need for the rest of the day. This is going to be my only meal of the day. This meal comes after a workout. So I've depleted my body of a shit ton of calories. So I haven't eaten to start the day. I do all my workouts fasted. Until I do my first workout, I won't eat. So I do everything fasted, then I eat, and then I get started. One thing that I did learn in my journey is that you need to substitute a lot of the stuff that we've been taught. Like we've been taught that butter or too much butter is gonna hurt you, or like it's detrimental to your health. Too much of anything is gonna be detrimental to you. But butter, natural butter, I'm talking about grass-fed butter, not this Crocker butter or like Country Club, margarine, no. Actual butter is good for the heart. It's a good fat. Carnivore diet, my fats that I intake in my diet are my energy source. So with me not eating carbs, which is the main energy source, I need to find another alternative. And then that alternative are fats. So I get my fats in the form of animal fat, butter, avocados, fish, salmon and stuff like that. When you're not taking in carbs anymore, your body goes through a process called ketosis. What ketosis is that when you're not giving your body carbs or like sugar for it to feed off of, it has to find another source of energy to feed off of. So the first source of energy it goes to feed off of is the fat inside your body. By cutting out carbs as an energy source, your body's gonna start using the fat stored in your body as a new energy source, thus burning fat in the process, thus making weight loss a lot easier. Personally, I preach the carnivore diet. It works for me. It might not work for everybody, but I personally think that everyone should be on a whole foods diet. Everything that you should be eating should come from the earth. It should come from the ground. It should have either lived or living, whatever the case may be. If you can't tell me where on the planet it lived or is from, you should not be eating it. So for eggs, where do they come from? Chickens, where do chickens come from? Okay, they're a living animal, cool. Ground meat, cow. If I had a salad, the ground. A sweet potato, the ground. Strawberry, a bush, whatever, berries, a bush. Doritos, lab. Oreo, lab. Twinkie, lab. Chips Ahoy, lab. Enemans Cookies, lab. You want me to keep going down the list? If you cannot tell me where on this earth it came from, you shouldn't be eating it. If you are eating things that are processed, that is the reason why you feel the way you do and you look the way you do. Your food is going to determine how you look, how you feel, and how you respond, and how you even think. Your stomach is like a second brain. Sometimes I like to consider it the first brain, because think about it. What you eat fuels the rest of your body. If you don't fuel your body, the rest of your organs can't properly work. If you're putting the wrong stuff in your body, it's going to affect the rest of your organs. You're eating like shit. Your heart is going to suffer. Your kidneys are going to suffer. Your brain is going to suffer. I know a lot of people love cheese. They love milk. You got to stop with that. You're taking in the breast milk of another animal. Cows do not give birth to us. Why are you drinking a cow's milk? And they sit here and tell us, oh, for calcium and shit. Like, no. Have you ever seen human breast milk? It's not white. It's not that thick. It is a yellowish tint and it's very, very liquidy. Whatever milk we're supposed to be drinking is based on our biological makeup. We are only supposed to be drinking breast milk and then that's it. We're done from it because we get all our nutrients. What are we drinking milk for? And then people wonder why they have inflammation, mucus, their body's built a certain way, their stomach hangs funny. Like, you really need to take into consideration the things you're putting in your body. Your body's a temple. If you fuel it with the wrong food, sometimes it could have irreversible consequences. Everything that we've been taught about eating has not been true. You just got to know how to eat. This losing weight thing is a numbers game. If you eat 4 salads, it's not based on, oh, I don't eat before 8 o'clock. That's all cool and all, but it's a numbers game. I'll be honest with you guys. There's times I eat at 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning and go to sleep. I understand that it's a numbers game. Every single human being has a certain caloric maintenance number that they should be taking in to neither gain nor lose weight every single day. If you know that number and you know the eating habits, you won't gain weight or lose weight. If you start below that number, you lose weight. If you go above the number, you gain weight. The main problem people have with weight loss is that at 200 pounds, it takes a different amount of calories to lose the weight for 200 pounds than it is at 170 or 180. So what happens is that at 200, you start dieting, doing all this stuff. You go down 15, 20 pounds. Oh my God, I'm doing great. I'm gonna still do the same thing. Now you're 180. The amount of calories you should be taking in to not lose or gain weight at 180 is different from 200, but you're still eating as if you were and dieting as if you were 200. So now what happens? Your weight is doing this. Yo, I'm going from 180 to 185 to 180 to 190 and I'm going up and down and I can't lose weight and I can't drop because it's a numbers game, sweetie. It's a numbers game, my brother. Been with me? Let me train you. Let me get you your meal plan and everything together and I'll show you everything, how to calculate, how to know, how to reflex and reset your numbers. Because the problem isn't the food or you eating after 9. The problem is that you're still eating like you're 200 pounds. It's not the case. What you eat at 200 to lose weight and what you eat at 180 to lose weight are different. Most people don't know that part. Single, simple ingredients. Ground meat, egg. That's it. The body's not breaking down no maltodextrin, no high fructose corn syrup. Eating after 8 o'clock or after a certain time does not gain or lose you weight. Stop that. Eating breakfast is not a necessity. I don't eat breakfast ever. I'm fasted most of the day. That's just because it's by choice. Fasting is your best friend. Like, you're gonna have mental clarity. It gives your body a chance to reset. It's just, there's a lot of health benefits. Think about it this way, right? Even you don't want to go to work every day. Always moving, you don't get a break. You ever notice that you've been eating every day for however many years old you are and you never gave your body a break? And don't sit here and tell me that, oh, when I go to sleep. When you go to sleep, you're still digesting. Newsflash. When we finish eating, the digestive process just began. So 3 hours after you ate, you're still digesting your food. Your mouth and your body work for 20 minutes to eat. Your insides are working for 3 to 5 hours to break the food down. And then now you're talking about you're doing this 3, 5, 6 times a day. Your stomach and your body's always working. Give them a break. Fast. Let your body reset. Fasting also helps kill dead cells. Learn the numbers, you learn the game. You want to feel your best, you want to look your best, eat single ingredient whole foods coming from the ground, coming from the earth, coming from Gaia, Mother Earth, whoever you want to call her. Treat your body like a temple. Take the flavors and the foods you like, find out healthy alternative, start doing research into the foods that you're eating. Your foods can affect your mood. You don't want to do the research? Come here to Rooted and Rebuilt Health. I'll teach you this all. This is what my YouTube channel is for. My Instagram is for Rebuilt with Jay. Make sure you follow me. I'm putting content every day. TikTok as well. Follow all of those pages. I'm giving you a bunch of free game on how to eat, work out, how to treat your body like the temple it is in order to be the best version of yourself. So, as always, you guys stay blessed. It's your boy Rebuilt with Jay. This is Rooted and Rebuilt Health, where you get rooted in health and rebuilt with the purpose. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.